going to be doing a bookshelf scavenger. I originally saw this prompt on Haley and Bookland's YouTube, and I thought it looked really fun, so I thought, let's try it. The first thing I found is this jar of cookie butter. It's not a book, but Camille gave it to me for my birthday 3 months late, which is fine. And it's on the bookshelf. It lives here now. The first prompt is a book that starts with an N. We're not timing this because I'm late. Not the Girls You Were Looking For by Amina May Safi. Oh my god, what is this? It looks like a mosquito bite. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Okay. The second one, find a book cover that's mostly brown. Ooh. Brown is not part of my rainbow. Oh no. Amber and Dusk by Lyra Celine. Got this from Uppercase. I have the purple one up there from Owl Crate too. Third prompt says, find a book that's based on a true story. Does it have to be based on a true story, or can it actually be a true story? Because I have a whole shelf down there of nonfiction. Can I just pick a nonfiction book that's actually true stories? Because, you know, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with our stories, our voices, because these are true stories. 21 YA authors get real about injustice, empowerment, and growing up female in America. Edited by Amy Reed. Okay, now I really want to find one that actually is a novel that's based on a true story. So, I am retracting our voices, our stories, and I'm putting in My Friend Dahmer by Durf Back Durf. Find a multi-perspective book. I have the perfect book for this. This is A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall. I read this book like 6 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. I don't know, I was in high school. I read this book and I was obsessed with it. I've been telling people to read this book any chance I got for like 5 years because it's so good and it's funny and it's cute and it's sweet and it makes my heart feel... Okay, I really want to close the window, but I can't because it's really fucking hot in this apartment. But yes, I have been telling people to read this book any chance I got ever since I read it because it's so good and cute and sweet and it makes my heart feel all of the good things you want your heart to feel when you're reading a cute book or any book involving a love story. It's literally told from 14 different viewpoints, one of which is a campus bench and one of which is a campus squirrel, which I think are really funny. Next, find a book you read last year. Oh, I read so many books last year. I read... This is Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda by Becky Albertalli. That became the movie, Love, Simon. That is amazing. And we all love it. But yeah, I read it last year, finally. I saw that Nick Robertson and Keenan Lonsdale were going to be in the movie, and I was so excited to see it. So I was like, okay, I have to read the book. Find the most recent book that you bought. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I got 3 books on the same day, right? In the mail. But 2 of them are from a subscription, and one of them is one that I actually looked up because I saw someone talking about it, and I was like, okay, I want to read that book. And I ordered it, and they mailed it to me, and I have it now. And that is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. Find a book cover you don't like. I don't know. I usually buy books because I like the book cover. Girl Up by Laura Bates. I bought it at the airport last year when I was going to California for the summer. I don't particularly not like the cover, I just think it's a little boring. Whoever designed the cover I think could have probably done a little more, and also it's so neon, which I guess is good, gets your attention, but also it's kind of jarring. Find a retelling. Oh, I have one. Right here. Where is it? This is Part of Your World by Liz Braswell, which I believe is the 5th book in Disney's A Twisted Tale series. It says on the cover, what if Ariel had never defeated Ursula? So it's basically like, you know, it's a retelling of the Little Mermaid. Oh, speaking of the Little Mermaid, this box. I don't have anything in the box, and the box never even stays closed. But My sister gave it to me for my birthday a couple years ago. Find a book that is also a movie, crossed out, film, parentheses, sorry. You can say movie, guys, it's okay. I'm a film major, I can tell you this. You can say movies. And I'm gonna use The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas because I absolutely love this movie. I love this book. I love the message. I think it is so, so, so important, and I think everybody should read it. And then everybody should give it to everybody they know and have them read it, and then everyone should read it at least a second time. People in the book community talk about it a lot, and it gets the appreciation it deserves, but I think that people don't talk about the movie a lot and don't give the movie... Why am I so close? I don't think the movie gets enough praise, which it should. It totally deserves it. I think as a movie adaptation of a book, it was done amazingly. It hit all the major notes. Even with the stuff that wasn't there, I didn't feel like anything was missing. The message still came through. Everything just, I absolutely loved that movie, and I don't think people talked about it enough unless they were book people. To anyone who watches Good Trouble, if you are caught up to the entirety of season 1, there's that one episode with Malika and Viv, and Malika's telling Viv about all the classic authors and books she read that really spoke to her, and she's listing all these authors that I've never heard of, and then Viv comes up and she's like, Angie Thomas, and Malika just stares at her and she's like, you haven't read The Hate You Give? And I was like, yes, girl, I loved it. I was so, so, so happy when she said that. It was amazing. The next prompt, find a book written this year. I can do that because I am the queen of the pre-order, so I have a ton of books that just came out, and there are a bunch, but I'm going to go with The Love and Lies of Roxana Ali by Sabina Khan because I am so obsessed with this book. I think it was so good. I've been waiting for this book to come out for like a year, and when it finally came out, I was so happy, and to be honest, I had no idea what it was about, what it was really about, but I read it, and I was shook, and I was so happy. I cried like so many times reading it, and I think everyone should read this book because it's amazing. Let's go to the next prompt. Find a nonfiction book. Well, that's easy. I have a whole nonfiction shelf, but we're gonna go with one that's right here, which is Talking as Fast as I Can, From Gilmore Girls to Gilmore Girls and Everything in Between by Lauren Graham. Because I love Lauren Graham and I love Gilmore Girls. I've loved Gilmore Girls since I was like 7 years old. It's one of my favorite shows in the entire world. And when I saw Lauren Graham was writing a book, when I saw she had written 2 books, I was so happy. She's actually written 3 books, but I don't have the 3rd one yet. And I love that the title is a Gilmore Girls reference. Find a book that you have told others to read. Okay, I've told others to read a lot of books. Let's go with... Let's see if I can do one besides that before I actually do that one. We're gonna go with the basic one that I know people have read. It's The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Alright, the next prompt. Find a book with a tree on the cover. Okay, we're gonna call this a book with trees on the cover because if you look through the slats of this railing, those are trees. They're probably trees. I'm choosing to believe that those are leaves on trees because I don't have any books with trees on the cover, I think. I looked a lot. I'm not looking for more. Find a book where the author's name is the same as yours, first, middle, or last. Oh, I do have one. And that is The Calculus of Change by Jessie Hilb. It was a really good book. I liked it. Not so sure I was crazy about the end as a person who always roots for the love story, but find a book you've read more than once. Okay, we're gonna go with the one that I found first because first and it wasn't playing games with me, which is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I read this when I was a freshman in high school because that's when the movie was coming out, and then I think I read it another time in high school, my senior year, when I was going to loan it to a friend of mine to read, and I wanted to reread it because I like to take notes in books before I loan them to people because I like them to read my notes. I don't know why. Find a book you didn't finish. Almost. This is Sweet Shop of Dreams, a novel with recipes by Jenny Colgan. I found this in the Barnes & Noble bargain price section. It was really cheap and it looked really cute, and it's about a bake shop, and I wanted to read it, and I still want to read it. It just is such a slow read, so I never finished it. But I still have my bookmark in here, and look at my bookmark. It's a sweet little Matthew Gray Goobler. Find a book with a king in it. I'm sure I have some. Ah, yes. This is Rule by Ellen Goodlett. I have not read this book, but on the opening of the book's jacket, when you open the book jacket and look at the description, it says, "The king is dying," in nice big letters. Well, big compared to the rest, and the letters themselves are not really big. Find a book that's purple with its dust jacket off. Oh, I know exactly what book that's purple with its dust jacket off. It's on the cart. And that is Always and Forever, Laura Jean by Jenny Han. And I was so happy to find out that this book is purple with its dust jacket off, because A, purple's my favorite color, and this is a really pretty shade of purple. And B, the first book, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, is pink with its dust jacket off. And P.S. I Still Love You is blue with its dust jacket off. And I like pink, blue, and purple, especially in pastels, are the ultimate color trio combo, unless you're like talking about Powerpuff Girls. And then just pink, blue, and green, but pink, blue, and purple are the real, it's where it's at. Even though Buttercup is my favorite Powerpuff Girl, she can be purple. She could have been purple, it would have been fine. Find a book you will read by the end of the year. You know, I could say there are a lot of books I'm going to read by the end of the year. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I'm going to be safe and pick the book that I know I'm going to read next, or probably start reading soon, which is a book that I will read by the end of the year. It's The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. I've been hearing about this book for so long. Like, I saw it on Twitter before it came out, and I was so excited to read it. I had no idea what it was about at the time, but now I know, and I really want to read it, and I'm finally going to read it because I was watching somebody's booktube video. I had no idea whose booktube video I was watching, but I was watching somebody's video, and they were talking about it, and they were saying how amazing it was, and I was just like, okay, I really need to read this book. I bought it, and I like, Book of the Month clubs are so weird. They're tall hardbacks, and I think they look so cute. I like that they're all uniform size with each other, but also they're taller than all standard hardback books. So, like, guys, why do you need to do this? But also, live your best life. And that is the end of this book scavenger hunt. However, it ended at 19, and I really wanted to end at 20. Oh, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a book at random and come up with a prompt for it. Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Okay, this prompt, pick a book that has a drawing on the inside and all this extra writing. It says this book belongs to Jesse A. Escanishlau, but is being used by Dave Rogalski, because I love Gilmore Girls, and everything in my life is a Gilmore Girls reference. My entire life is just one giant Gilmore Girls reference. And then on the bottom it says, "You're wonderful," and my best friend wrote that because they love me. Oh, yes. So my prompt for this is find a book that has a drawing on the inside. Mom's gonna attempt to pick this up. I showed you everything from the top to the bottom, and I'm very happy. That's definitely gonna be the thumbnail for this. Just me and my giant beard of books. Okay, so I will link this prompt list in the description down below, and I'm gonna write that prompt that I added in for anyone who decides they want to try this tag. And Seren reads, I am tagging you in the bookshelf scavenger hunt tag. Alright, that's it for this video. Okay, so can we talk about the fact that Rainbow Rowell is one of my top 3 favorite authors, and she's been my favorite for the past like 8 years, and I just found out that I've been saying her last name wrong that entire time. I thought her name was Rainbow Rowell, and that's what I've been calling her, and that's what I've been telling people her name is. And I was watching a video yesterday or a couple of days ago, and they said Rainbow Rowell, and I was like, oh, that's not how you pronounce her name. And then I watched another video, and someone else said Rainbow Rowell, so I started looking up interviews, and everybody was saying Rainbow Rowell, and I was just like, oh, I'm wrong, and nobody ever corrected me. And I saw her talk. I met her before. I don't know how I didn't hear this, or maybe I just forgot. I don't know. But the point is, no one told me. So I'm upset now.